Nikno irkut fan sonwison o fir nawas wasa ir sonwat.
I'm sorry. Your brothers inside made me clean up their chicken bones. I came as soon as I finished, but in my haste I tripped and fell down the stairs.
Wasa ir atanopa uno fakir ukno aku. Wonowir apa wafa okir wo if. Wasa ir atanopa uno fakir ukno aku.
I'm sorry. Don't beat me. I'll get the wine and some food, yes? Trip me, make me crawl like a dog? This'll teach them a lesson they won't forget. Come on, stupid rope, come on. Make them sorry they ever... Huh? Wait, don't hurt me, I was just, Hey, you're no pirate. My name's Chung. Once I was a pirate on the river, but things were different then. We took pride in our work. We were professionals. The younger pirates used to look up to me. Now they treat me like dirt. They treat me worse than that slave cleaning the pier. But I'm gonna get even. I'll show them. Those drunks on the pier were supposed to unload the ship, but they're too lazy to finish the job. They left a cannon. One quick pull and that cannon comes crashing down, taking out the dock and anyone on it. But I got nothing against the kid, but dropping the cannon is the easiest way to wipe out everyone on the pier. Tough break for the kid, but much easier for you. You want to take the guards on face to face? I won't stop you. Still think you should use the rope, though. Tough break for the kid. But whatever you're gonna do it quick.
Thousand cuts. Legendary strike. You're going down.
They're dead. I don't have to sweep the dock no more. But there's more pirates inside. Lots more. They'll catch you, and you'll be a slave like the rest. This whole island is crawling with pirates. They'll kill you. They won't catch me again.
Those pirates didn't seem to give you much trouble at all. Back in my day, a pirate knew how to fight. Gao ruined everything. I tried to tell them, but nobody listened. You'd think the Lotus Assassins would have been a warning. Gao the Greater, as he calls himself, is the leader of the Guild, a powerful crime syndicate. They never used to bother with us, until Gao came to power. Gao himself came and took over our operations. He began building the flyers, and he made slaving our main activity. My own men turned on me. Now they treat me like a dog. Back in my day, a pirate ship stayed on the water where it belonged. Now they've got some kind of factory up on the top floor. There's something suspicious about those airships. Sure, the pirates use them, but I think that's just a cover so the Lotus assassins can... Oh, I was more than just a pirate. I was captain. I robbed and pillaged up and down these waters, but I did things... Then Gao came with his Lotus assassins and airships, and suddenly my ideas were old-fashioned. I spent my life as a pirate, and look where it got me. Now I'm barely above the slave. Back in my... There's... Pirates are hidden away all through this lair. You shouldn't have too much trouble with them. One of Gao's new captains is around. Watch out for her. Up near the top, you'll find the airships and Gao himself. Maybe Inquisitor Lim, too. He's so cold he could scare a spirit back to life, then scare him dead all over again. They showed up shortly after Gao took over, working with him and his guild. Gao and Lim don't get along. They both like to be in charge. Be careful if you run into Lim. Watch yourself in this place. 1 minute you're on top, and the next...
slaves. You'll pay for that, maggot.
Will I? If you scum have any sense at all, you'll stand aside. Let me go drive a blade through your master.
Oh, certainly. We'll sit back and let you stroll upstairs to kill our leader. Would it help if we drew you a map to his room?
Ukir ako no suukut ni.
I wasn't serious, you idiot. We're going to kill this intruder and go back to our drinking.
Look around. The odds are not so much in your favor. There's still a chance for you to run.
What are you talking about, fool?
You haven't noticed my partner over there watching us? He spent his entire lifetime learning how to kill dogs like you. This is your last chance.
So, the thief brought a friend. That just means you won't die.
Stone the Lord. Spirit. You're going down. Thousand cuts.
How'd I know you'd be deadly in a fight? You'll have to accept my apologies for dragging you into that, but my name is Sky. It's good to see there's someone else in this place who can't stand these slaving dogs. We make quite the pair. Indeed. I find I'm just not saved enough these days. Shame that. It was obvious you weren't with the pirates. Why not deal with them quickly? There's bigger game above us. Speaking of which, there's a very secure and equally intimidating gate blocking the way. It's funny what things you can learn if you just ask at the right time. Like when you have a knife. Things like how to reach the upper levels of this. I'm here on a personal matter. A man in this place took something very valuable from me. I will not say, not until Gao the... I won't be stopped now that I'm this close, and luckily you're here. That'll make it easier to reach... The door at the top of this stair is locked through a fairly ingenious mechanism. Gao's engineer, Kang the Mad. Kang the Mad is a crafty fellow. The door requires two to unlock it. The door must be operated while the lever is held forward. There used to be a sentry up there who handled that kind of thing, but I can climb up and pull the lever easily enough. You can open the door when it's... Once the door is open, we can go our separate ways. I have my goals, and I'm sure you have yours. Since we both... As much as I would value your company, I'm afraid I must decline. I should go now, but I have to ask in case we never meet again. Where did you study? He must have been a genius. You fight like no one I've seen before. No one I've ever met fights like you do. It's subtle, but your movements bait your foes into seeing an opening that isn't there. It's like a clever trap. I'm sorry, I'm wasting time neither of us can spare. I'll get ready and pull the lever when you're near the door.
Nara earphone wonu kanawa ofa ear kanawa. Ukir nepo, sise sayer, wosayer nifuyer. Sayer yo woya yer, ni tatatier, ni sasapika. Ukwakwak wo sosonia sonophonia sisayer nawukok.
Ага, вернуть тебе дочь, блядь, чтоб ты это опять какую-то хуйню там удумала, да? Припизженная бы сидела бы в городе, блядь, бы не страдала хуйней. Опять, ой, блядь, в городе хуёво, в лесу лучше. Припизженная мудила.
Be careful in here. This
Thousand
could be a
cuts.
trap.
Long sword. I'm the lucky spirit. Ice shoulder. You won't. Spirit. Thousand cuts.
Mistress, I am almost ready to return to the Imperial City. Another day, and I will bring you the amulet fragment.
I lose confidence in you with each passing hour, Lim. You should have been back by now. Why haven't you ordered Gao to grant you one of his flyers?
Mistress, Gao's ships are only small flyers. They're good for short-range flights and raiding villages, but not for long journeys. That's why I haven't returned yet.
Don't try to pin your failings on me, Lim. I've delivered everything I promised. It's only a matter of time until I finish the special dragonfly to transport the artifact to the Imperial City.
Until you finish? I designed that dragonfly. I built it, not Gao. That dragonfly is Kang's masterpiece.
Silence the mad fool.
I've heard rumors of a spy disrupting our operations in the South Rim. Maybe this is all too much for you to handle. Perhaps I should come out there personally.
That will not be necessary, Mistress. I will deal with the troublemaker here and return to the Imperial City in one day. You heard Mistress Jia. I can't waste any more time here. Get that flyer finished now.
Jia is not my mistress, Lim, and I don't take orders from you either. Remember, If not for my son, you would never have discovered where the glorious strategist was hiding.
I am well aware of your son's role in all this, Gao. In fact, I suspect I know more about him than you do.
What are you talking about? Have you heard something about young Gao? Tell me!
Of course, Gao. I was just waiting for the perfect time to tell you. I received a report from the destruction of 2 rivers. Your son, Gao the Lesser, is dead.
No! This can't be! You lie!
I speak the truth. It seems your son was no match for one of the other students. From the
No! Young Gao was everything to me. Damn you and your black heart, Lim. Damn you!
I want to be alone. I must grieve for my son. No one is to disturb me. No one!
If I can get to the Imperial City fast enough, I can give the amulet fragment to Death's Hand himself. Then Grand Inquisitor Jia may be in for a surprise. We shall see. You may have your workshop back, Mad One. I suspect Gao will be preoccupied for some time, so I'm in charge now.
Interruptions? Who designed that dragonfly? Did you build something to make his sandals explode?
Spirit
Боже, тупая пизда, блядь, чё ты стоишь у меня, блин, посреди дороги? Ой, блядь.
You handled the guards well with your punching and kicking. I was going to make more of an explodey thing. I am Kang, the man. I make things explode, and I make things fly, and I'm very good at both. The things I fly. Do I build flyers? Do I build flyers? Yes. Have you heard differently? Fantastical things! But my greatest invention is in the launch room upstairs. Light and fast, she has weapons and capacity. The man with the eye wrap was Inquisitor Lim, a Lotus assassin, very cruel. The wealthy merchant was Gao the Great. The woman directing them both was Grand Inquisitor Jia. Jia partnered with Gao the Greater, and because of their demands, I am forced to make flyers that they misuse. But they won't get the marvelous dragonfly. Under protest, Gao does not appreciate what I make. He misuses, and worse, he duplicates and diminishes their glory. Well, no more. The dragonfly will not. Gao wants to give my machine to the Lotus assassins, but I stopped him. I hid the extraneous dust inductor. But they can make a new inductor. It is extraneous after all. So, a few days ago, I blew up the inscrutable power source. Now the dragonfly can only make short hops. Yes, yes, the bolts are the same. But think about this. If there is one marvelous dragon, a flyer must appeal to the heavens with beauty and singular ingenuity. Why, I bet some of my mosquito... Yes, of course. What do you think I've been saying? If you stage a combat-related accident for Gao, like falling down a flight of punches, you are sure to profit from this partnership. In fact, I've never accidentally exploded anyone traveling with... Anyway, you go ahead, and once all the kicking is done, I'll come along and we'll see. Is she one of the slaves? The slave breaker let a girl through this morning. I did not hear her. Master Li? No, I don't think so. Well, I am not so good with names. Or faces. They were full of Lotus assassins, and one big assassin. They had a prisoner with them, or so I heard, and they all seemed nervous about it. The Oh, that's a long story, from what I remember. Gao bribed some officials just as I was about to be quartered by 5 horses. Or would that be quinted? Well, regardless, he... Yes, I suppose so. But if you don't mind, I'll stay with the marvelous dragonfly. Sure, he rescued me, but only to acquire my inventions and misuse them. You don't... Just like you don't use explosives inspired by the great dragon to carve a treasure... Just next to the launch room. I don't know how you get in or out because it is, after all, behind a mat. I can think of one way to open it, but I don't have a lever long enough, so you'll have to use your head. Oh, I would like to put something explodey in his food, just to see if it would make him blink, because that one has... Sometimes he is here, sometimes he is not. I don't know right now. Yes.
Ice shard. You won't see me coming. Spirit Thief. 1,000 cops. You're too slow. Spirit Thief. 1,000 cuts. Spirit thief. I'm too much for you. You won't.
Please, don't burn me. I'll do anything you want.
I'm sure you will, child. But deep inside, you think you're not a slave. Only true pain will wash away these thoughts. You can have your slaves when they're broken, not a moment before.
Help me, please!
You wandered into the wrong room, slave.
'I'm too much. Spirit thief.
Thousand cuts.
Hey, I know you. Mother and I met you when we were trying to get out of Tien's Landing. I don't want to be a slave. I just want to get out of this place.
Pawoya astir, wo sayer ithas. Kosawaya ira ithia. Sisa uka kawa koyu. Uktawayir o pafawanir son sayer. O uno so sonsi. Satha kawayir sonuyir kawayir payir nasi sonkut. O wowo sun so anawa kawara.
I'm glad you're safe, Mother.
Did you see Gao when he went by? There was fire.
There's always fire in his eyes. Dark magic.
Yeah, but this time it was worse.
Wait a minute. You there! Who are you?
1,000 cuts. You're too slow. Spirit thief. You can't keep up. Spirit thief. You can't.
Look at that flyer. It's beautiful. The Marvelous Dragonfly is the perfect name.
Ice Thousand cuts. Express these wounds. Longsword.
I guess the weapons on that flyer were active. That's certainly one way to take care of a door.
Охуительная сокровищница, блять, что ничего не можно залутать. Понимаю, блядь, спасибо большое.
Some sort of magic binds this demon. I never expected Gao the Greater to be so powerful.
This area is forbidden. Only Gao himself. I am Xianxi, the great elephant demon. Gao's infernal magic summoned me and bound me here. The penalty for all who enter is death.
Longsword. Thousand cuts. Spirit thief. I have to try. Longsword.
Ты заебала одной атакой хуярить, блядь, тварь ебаная.
Longsword. Express these wounds.
Вот ёбаный, сука. Ублюдок.
lie, mortal. Nor I you. The penalty.
Longsword.
Есть идея одна. Есть одна идея. Просто не помню, блять, можно кто-то там будет вернуться или нельзя. Короче, если... Блять. Если что, переиграем туда. Но мне кажется, что можно будет вернуться. Такое дело, что у меня хуёво все с тем самым, блин.
Go away, Lim. My son is dead. Leave me to my grief, or I will see that you join him.
Listen to me, Gao. Your son may not be lost forever.
I know all about the necromancy of the Lotus Assassins. Take your false hope and go, or I'll... Wait. You dare disturb me in my grief? I said no interruptions. You will pay for... Wait, you are one of Master Li's students. Your words mean nothing. You're a murderer, a killer. Gao was everything to me, and now he's gone. Damn you and that school. My Gao was never good enough for Master Li. You were always his...
Enough, Gao! This troublemaker has disrupted our plans from the beginning. It had to be them in the ruins, and someone aided the troublesome Lord Y...
It is time to end your meddling.
Perhaps if I offer your head, and track down that accursed Zhu, who has been seen in the area, enough old scores will be settled to earn my life. Is that what he calls himself now? Hardly an honest representation of the blood he's spilled. It doesn't matter. No matter your allies, Enough talk! I will delay your death no longer.
Longsword. Spirit. Spirit.
Stress these.
You're going down.
Thousand cuts.
Spirit. This is the end.
Thousand cuts.
Spirit.
Thousand cuts.
Spirit. You're going down.
Thousand cuts.
Spirit.
Thousand cuts.
You're too slow. Spirit.
Thousand cuts.
This is the end. Spirit.
Thousand cuts.
I'm too much for you.
Dead already. Damn it all. I wanted nothing more than to watch this man die. After I left you, I stumbled across some very interesting documents. Perhaps I spent too long. Let me explain why I'm here. That should clarify things. True enough, I have a Gao's slaving operation found its way to my home several years ago. I was away at the time, but my daughter... Those black-hearted bastards took my daughter, Pin Mei. They killed her for resisting. I lost her mother when Pin Mei was born, but my daughter was something precious in return. The slavers offered no such consolation. It has been 3 years since I lost my daughter, and I have spent that time tracking. My search led me here, to the lair of Gao the Greater. His men took my daughter, and I meant to even... On my way up here, I stumbled across records that show that this goes beyond... Is that so? There can be no doubt, then. This goes beyond Gao the Greater. I have my vengeance. Do you mean to go further with this? I would join you. Only a fool would oppose the Lotus Assassin. It'll be an honor to join you. Oh, and I stumbled across a little something...
Hey! That's the dust inductor I was hiding. The dragonfly can't fly without it. It was under the floorboard. Where? Next time I hide something, I'm packing explosives around it. Yes, explosives shaped like silver bananas. Stops thieves.
In my mind, you stand the best chance of facing down Gao's masters. We also have a far greater chance of succeeding.
I don't know if I trust this man, but we can't afford to turn away potential.
Your companion's ability to judge character is matched only by her beauty. I assure you, I will be as devoted and capable as...
Ha! If I could harness all that hot air, I could make a furnace to power the whole of the Imperial City.
It looks like we have everything we need to get our flyer going again. We have to hurry. We should head back to our camp at Tian's Landing and use the dragonfly.
Спасибо, блять, Кэп, без тебя Кэп, наверное, бы не догадался, что нам надо сделать.
Some sort of magic binds this demon.
This area is forbidden. Nor I you. But the power of Gao, the penalty for all who enter is death.
1,000 cuts.
А, блядь, да в смысле? Я ж ебанул Гао этого ебаного. Серьезно?
Longsword.
Не, ну это чушь какая-то слоновья.
Longsword.
Я не верю, блядь, ну это ж маразм. Я замочил слона, блядь, а они типа говорят, типа, иди нахуй, типа, ты там, блядь. А в чем смысл, ну?
You lie, mortal. I am the
1,000 cuts.
Пиздец. Долбоебство, честно. Просто какое-то долбоебство.
Longsword.
Ну и сдохнет тупой долбоеб. Уж по-хорошему, типа, этого слона освободить, а он типа, я, блядь, долбоеб, я, блядь, типа. Прислан Гау, нахуй. Гау сдох, блядь, но все равно похуй. Маразм, блядь. Зачем столько сундуков делать, если они, блядь, не лутабельные? Ну что это за хрень? Дайте все, сука, залутать. Тварины, блин. Просто тварины.
Hey! Ha ha! Much kicking and such. It really gets the blood flowing. And I replaced the dust inductor. The marvelous dragonfly will the heavens welcome my machines, but not without considerable cajoling. Oh, the assassins have an inscrutable power source. In fact, they had two. What? But Kang was fast and smart. Kang exploded the power source. That way, they couldn't take my beautiful dragonfly and fly away. Ha-ha! What wonders cling to you, my friend? There were only two in this whole region, and I destroyed one so Inquisitor Lim would not make off with my... The other was with the Lotus Assassins, but the fools only used it for demolition. Now, here you stand. Not the ideal placement. If it shook more, the heavens might think we were afraid and take pity. Okay, she's ready to go. Hop on. I know a nice, safe landing place just outside Tien. Don't worry about that. When the marvelous dragonfly takes off, the Earth's... Your friend will see us take off, and he'll head back to... Ha-ha! Everybody on board! The marvelous dragonfly is about to take flight!
This new flyer seems nicer than the one we took from Gal the Lesser. Although, I'm really only judging by how shiny it is. A poor guess, I'm sure.
No. The marvelous dragonfly is superior to the amber mosquitoes I foisted on Gal. And actually, the shinier the better. A shame I can't leave it on the ground for all to see, but I'm not going through all this just to have it stripped to the frame by local brats. I'll call it back if we need it. Well, it's much like the dilemma of the centipede. If he relaxes and lets things happen, he can walk naturally. But if he thinks too hard about the complexity of what he's doing, those legs might crash into the tea house and kill everyone. A valuable lesson.
Now we have everything we need to follow Master Li's captors to the Imperial City. I am eager to do so after all the resistance. I am trying to feel good about what happened at Gao's fortress. We went looking for our master and perhaps another flyer. What we found, I was not prepared for how cruel people... Seeing those people with no control over their fates, it is similar to a pain in my... I would not dream of saying my experience is similar to those... One of the only things I know about myself is that on the morning I was born, the sky was red, like distant... I believe it was an ill omen, and that stigma is why my abilities became a burden. To be subject to the whims of someone else just because of what you are, be you slave or outsider. Yes, I know that well. Yes, you are an outsider too, albeit one with power to change your world. And I would make great use of your confidence. You inspire me to think of the possibilities, not just the... I'm gaining an appreciation for the person you are becoming. Be well...
What are you asking me for? You've got everything you need to make that... I'm looking forward to getting to the Imperial City.
Something's on your... When you say the word, we're ready to leave. I'm looking forward to seeing the When we reach the Imperial City, we'll have a whole... Of course, I was just thinking about things. I feel fine, but determined. Our work isn't done, but we've taken... Gao's slavers took my daughter, Pin Mei, and I was able to follow them. I was too late. Pin Mei was spirited, and I'm sure she fought them. I believe they decided she was too much trouble. I found her dead by the roadside and stopped my pursuit. By the time I cared... It's fine. Thank you for your concern, but for the most part, I've come to... Why dwell on this? Gao is dead, and perhaps Pin Mei is found... You're right, but we have to pick our... When you say the word... Give me a...
Prosperous tidings. Like many things in my life, it can be traced back to very bad luck on my... I was the tournament champion in Phoenix Gate when things spun out of control. My need for wine took its toll on my body. After one such period, I came to, having lost most of my clothes and all my money. I was destitute, and without the ability to buy more wine. Eventually, I found work cleaning out creature cages at the local arena. One day, I was approached. Just like that, I was back in the ring. After climbing my way back to the top of the tournament, apparently the agreement stipulated that I must marry his niece. If only I had read the agreement more closely, I could still... Alas, fate had a crueler path in mind for me. Let that be a lesson for you. Always read the fine print, or you may end up... Perhaps in...
You're crazy.
O nikasurier kwana no koni ugnawata ir niknipier.
You've done it all, youngster. You've saved an entire town. Let's see what you have there. Yes. Yes, it's mine. She was my wife, and... I can't tell you what this means to me. After all these years... Away with you then, youngster. You... Oh, I may have one foot in the grave, but...
Greetings once more. I have the fine... I have a cloak. I'm a... There... Some say that death... See...
Konio Kyoia Kawaya Wakawaya Watita.
I never thought I'd be glad to be back here, but...
Yes, Minister Sheng is properly grateful that you were... More importantly, you destroyed the pirates.
Owo Sun So Anawa Kawara.
Hello. Don't think I'm ungrateful. The dam is closed. Certainly. Don't. Why? How? Because you haven't yet. Woe to Sheng, that his soul. Judge Fang. Jealousy! You see, by the rosters of the Imperial Bureau, Fang banished me to this remote post, seeking to Very well.
Я не понимаю, почему... То ли у него квест забагался, то ли что. Почему этот, блядь, висит там постоянно квест? Блин, нахрень.
You return.
Aha! When I saw that airship flying off from the island, I figured I dropped you off at the pirate camp, you killed some pirates, I got drunk, you killed more pirates, and do you know that all this adventuring and such has shamed me? I find myself dwelling on memories of my youth. Nonsense. People say that all the time, but they don't really mean it. I've made bad decisions. You clearly do not understand how complex life can be. Why, if I just stopped drinking wine, well, then she'd make me get up before midday. I'd pull the barge and ride the river all day. Then I'd come home to a house full of kids. Yes, it does sound nice. Even worth giving up the wine for. I suppose that's true. I did get you up the river when nobody else could. When nobody else dared. Thank you, my friend. I am going to get sober. Find some poor unfortunate...
You're back? Yes, as I thought. These are the original string. The bridge is missing, as I thought it would be. Since you have proven capable so far, I'd like you to... Bladed Theseus penned his last work in contemplation of the great southern forest. That is why the pieces are all here around Tien's Landing. If we can recover the last part of this zither, the bridge that would lift the strings off the case, then I will double the silver. Good. In his last work, Bladed Theseus wrote of the final test, and the work talks of a test for followers of his philosophies. I suspect the reward is the final piece to his famous zither of... From studying the full text, it seems that it would be near a river in the great southern forest. There must be some structure that allowed him to stay there for... I expect the test to measure your conviction to the ideals of the way of the closed fist. Bladed... You need... Go to the forest and see if you can find the place I described.
Business sure has dropped with those sailors gone.
Hello? Hello? Price? I just want a night.
The dam is closed.
Things are so much better now that those sailors are gone. Who told them it was okay to pinch me anyway?
In the past, I've shared the company of others that moved outside traditional paths.
You looked at me as you said that.
Actually, you took it the wrong way around. You seem a bit more conventional than, say...
The Guardian says that everyone hides a part of themselves. That they
I certainly hope that part's in there somewhere.
Look, I didn't mean to say...
Longsword. You can't keep us
Блять, кажись, я обосрался. Кажись, я обосрался. Или нет? Блять, и где она? Так. Блять. Там. Блять, я походу я обосрался этим квестом. Походу. Нет. Нет. Ебать. Да ладно, что я, блядь, реально с квестом проебался? Здорово, Андрюх. Я походу с квестом обосрался. Да ты чё, блин, начинай квест заново. Ебануться можно. Ну, я просто, блин, типа, не понимаю. Боже. Плохо, что карты, сука, нету никакой. Плохо, что никакой, сука, карты нету. Найти подсторонник, блядь. В каком-то лесу, блядь. В каком нахуй лесу? Где его искать? Пойми. Ебануться, конечно. Я даже в гугле, сука, не могу это найти. Так вернуться можно, только мне придется бы полностью все перепроходить. Я так не хочу. Я типа в гугле смотрю, где там подстройник, блядь, вообще ничего нет. Никто, блин, его не проходил или что? Есть. О, погоди, что-то нашел. Здорово, здорово. Понимаю. А с игрой все нормально. Я пытаюсь найти где-то там. Я, скорее всего, проебался где-то. А, стой, погоди. Он сказал в лесу, правильно, да? Я говорю, не... Ебать, я, наверное, пошел не туда. Надо было вроде бы в лес идти, а я пошел, блядь, что-то к плотине. Я, походу, пошел не туда. Я что-то, типа, думал здесь, а вроде... А там, типа, надо вроде как в лес идти. Так, ладно, сейчас сходим в лес. Хотя еще раз сходим к этому пиндосу. Точнее, может, потому что реально...
That's good wine you've got here, Ho. Not too...
I'm pleased you like it, though I'm afraid you like it a little bit too much.
I hope you're joking, Ho. You don't...
I have an ointment you should try. Put it under your tongue, and it will stop your desire for alcohol.
I don't usually offer a choice.
Так, ща, погодите, сходим к этому пиндосу еще раз. Скорее всего, то он там типа говорил, надо в лес пиздячить. А лес это самый, где мы там проходили, там эти, блин, хуярили там эту жабу здоровую. ОРП. Не, нахуй это GTA надо. Там дохуя читеров, блин, а что там делать? Ну там... Чтобы, блин, жопа боль была, не, спасибо, я не такой мазохист. Вот сюжетка в пятой GTA была пиздата, а тут базару нет. Но вот эти всякие там эти онлайны, РП, хуепы в пизду. У Рокстара, блин, только одно решение, как бороться с читерами, тупо их банить. А чтобы решить проблему с нормальным античитом, ну нахуй это, блядь, кому-то. Вон лучше просто вот аккаунт забанить и заебись.
Have you managed to retrieve the bridge from the Zither of Discord? It's somewhere in the Great Southern Forest. Just follow the North Gate.
Да. Надо было в лес идти. Надо было хуярить в лес, а я пошел не туда. Ой, блин, обсирать в каком плане? Типа там хуйню писать? Ну так, блин, какое дело там для каких-то дебилоидов, ну? А обсирают, ну. Как будто этим мне они как-то хуже сделают. Другое дело там, если там, типа, они юзают читы там и тебя там по КД там ебут там с какой-нибудь там с полкарты, то да. И это, блин, вот это будет в киль тебя вгонять. Ну а так? Поэтому я там раньше в GTA хуярил, там, типа, мы там с ребятами бегали в онлайн. В онлайн бегали и все, а потом просто забили болт. Короче, где-то в лесу там эта хрень должна быть. А где в лесу? Первого. Там просто может быть такое, типа, что... Ладно, сейчас посмотрим. Ага, вон походу. Нашли. И с нами еще хочет что-то попиздеть, предрассветная пизда. Ну давай, что хочешь.
The people of Tian's Landing owe you a great debt. You saved... Now we have everything we need to follow Master Li's captors to the Imperial City. No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Although your company is... Strange enemies, troubling plots. I will be glad when we can leave this place to find Master Li. Be well...
Нашли ребята с Божьей помощью.
Tell me something, little warrior. What do you see when you look out here? I am known as Bladed Thesis, and I know what brings you here. You see the bridge to the Zither of Discord. Tell me what you see out here. Are you a poet? No. I do not think you are worthy of the task. You are intrigued by my power. Ghosts madden over time, yet I have not. Why, you ask? I will set before you a test. Succeed, and I may grant you... I wish to know if you understand my philosophy. I see potential in you, so perhaps you are worth the effort to teach. Good. Look at these wretches. Each of them has a story. Speak with them and then tell me which one deserved to die. More importantly, tell me why. test is simple if you understand the way of the closed fist. Speak with each of these wretches and hear their stories. Tell me which of them deserve to die and why.
Ой.
How do you ask such a foolish thing without your face burning with shame? I will not answer your test for you.
Ну давай.
Go then, return when you have an answer.
Koni uknika nawe ea kawa ea. O ifo ea uk sonko noko isansia. Oksa ea nifnit nachfatia ifo. Sofi kawa ea a ithino nahipi no faitea. Sata sir pan mi ofino wiwu nishin. Wa ifu no lowo faitea. Oknapia otonawe ea ni sunak nokawo ifo ea ok. Sawatakun. Sata sir pan mi ofino wiwu nishin. Wa ifu no lowo faitea. Fanu von lowo sh. Wasawa.
When we saw you, si saw yer fuk kun tanke yer, nara ukotona we yer, aukatia yer, nin pi yer ahasama, ukira ni yer nin kau aukatia yer, wo nawe yer sunpun, ukir napir ni wo no pa yer, uksunpun no son kut noka wo nawe yer. Kirufiri kunir nioki yer washin yer kafe yer. South Aquawa yer sunin yer ipstuki. No ni so yer rustak niki au yer fu yer. Wona yer no pa yer supu no son kut no ka uk napir. Ukira pir uksa yer ka u au katia yer. Katia yer. Pir wosa yer afifirsi ka wona we yer.
Have you finished speaking with those apparitions? Then tell me, who deserved their death? The man? Listen to yourself. You whimper like a babe denied mother's milk. There is no fault. He should have killed the merchant quickly. Taunting a foe is self-indulgent. Come.
Ну да, я так и думал, что это будет хуёвый ответ.
Understand the way of the closed fist. Taunting a foe, playing with them, teaches them nothing. The other bandit was right. You are worthy to aid me in my cause, and so I will grant you. It is never an honor to serve, but I appreciate the thought. The Zither of Discord is a magical artifact of great power. Before my death, I performed my greatest composition, preserving me from madness. But the Zither was dismantled before I learned how to fully harness its strength. I do not want you to repair the Zither personally. The test was a way to ensure that you understood why Scholar 6 Heaven. The process will kill him. I will ensure that the Zither's discord consumes him. In that moment, I will seize some of his life force. He talks the way, but he never learned to walk it, thinking that merely reciting my name would be enough. See how he relies on your strength rather than his own? Take the bridge to him and say nothing. Let him bring his doom upon himself, and I will use the magic of the Zither to strengthen. I doubt he would believe you. He would find a way to assemble it, with you or without. And when he does, I shall be there to usher in his doom.
Угу. Интересно. Ой.
The way of the closed fists is a way of strength. If you help me, when fully assembled and properly played, the Zither has incredible powers. You must aid me with... Were he worthy, he would not have sent you in his stead. The pity you showed him...
Long sword.
You can't keep up.
I'm too much for you.
Меня напрягает, что тут, сука, висит ебаный, блядь, типа... Почему ты висишь квестом, блядь, чувачила? Я ж все прошел. Это мне мозги трахаешь, пес. Ой, жизнь какая. Почему эта дверь не открывается? Откройся. Сука. С той стороны она тоже почему-то не открывается.
Have you managed to retrieve the bridge from the Zither of Discord? You what? You met the ghost of the greatest thinker in the Empire and dispersed... Did he? And you killed him to protect me? So it seems. Maybe I misjudged the way of the closed fist. Had you followed its tenets perfectly, I would be dead now. Here is your reward. I will return to my quarters for some solitude and reflection. You have my thanks.
Открыть их невозможно. У меня висят каких-то два, блядь, предмета, только я не помню зачем. Никелированное железо, здоровье биозар. Что с ними делать? То ли они там дальше может понадобиться, то ли еще что. Короче, посмотрим. Наверное, там там... Всё. Ну да, всё. Наверное, это потом нам где-то понадобится. Бля, что нихуя не помню, ребята. Я проходил ее там лет не знаю сколько там. Может, лет 10 назад. Я ее вроде проходил раза 2 или 3, но уже очень давно, поэтому... Поэтому, ребята, я просто до хера чего уже не помню. Кое-что помню, кое-что не помню. Там что-то я помню, там в имперском городе будет, как в этом, как, кажется, как в Ведьмаке там первом. Когда там Визима была там разделена там на пару глав, но это тоже не точно. Там вроде там что-то... Там будет вот реально вот как в Ведьмаке, там будет типа имперский город как Визима, там потом будет закрыт путь... Блять, куда я пошел? Путь там к этому... кладбищу тоже то же самое, как в Ведьмаке. Потом там некрополь будет, типа как база этих саламандров. Короче, ну вот такой вот. Поэтому что-то я помню, что-то не помню, поэтому будем вспоминать по прохождению. Кстати, еще похоже с которым там это самое, когда ты там прибываешь в эту на Крибан, там типа в Академию ситхов, вот типа там, ну похоже, кстати, параллель. Похоже параллель. Вот, Только ты там сперва, типа, тоже там, типа, как лазутчик туда там заходишь, чтобы учиться там поступить к этим кубицам лотоса. Ну, очень похоже.
What do you want, Sky? You're watching me very closely and not...
Nothing, nothing. I just wanted to know what it felt like to work for Death's Hand. That's right,
I was. Do you seek an apology for their actions, or am I just the latest target in your search for vengeance? I have to disappoint you. I will not accept either.
So you say, but he certainly wears the uniform.
And you wear the skin of a thief. Look to yourself for a foolish place to lay your trust.
That's it. You have everything you need. Just let me know when you want to go and we'll set the... I think we're waiting around for nothing. We have the inscrutable power source, the wind map, and... Well... I think we're waiting around for nothing. We have the inscrutable power... I found my way to Tien's Landing quite by... Gao the Greater heard about my inventions and he gave me a nice workshop. But he really was a fool. I showed him my wind map. He didn't care where it... It shows where I've been, not where I'm going, I think. I made it on my journey to, here. But I don't quite remember where I was traveling from. It seems to me I left something, a clue for myself, but I'm not sure why I'd need to. I don't suppose you'd be interested in taking... Well, let's see then. It must lead to where I was last, which would be the ideal place to go keep an eye out. I don't know why my tracks were covered, but I do tend to incur the occasion... This looks familiar. Keep going. I have the urge to build something. There are memories in the route we are flying. Keep going. I see patterns, schematics. Keep going. I'll hammer it out. Almost there. Just a few more pieces to figure out. Our flight was great fun. Lots of explosions. But what does it mean? I think it's a... One thing for certain, there was no destination. We ended where we began. The route was the important part. Let me show... It's, well, it's, I'm not sure what it is. Here we go. And... nothing. Right? I need some time to think, to get my brain straightened out. Well, of course. Nothing new to report yet. I need time to consider what parts are missing from the mystery device. Perhaps if I had the resources of the Imperial City at hand... Well, of course, but time is...
Ну понятно. Надо сейчас все равно там хуярить в этот самый, в имперский город, правильно?
Nothing new to report yet. I need time to consider what parts are missing from the mystery of...
Ладно, погнали. Погнали.
Good, good. My beautiful dragonfly will finally get a real test.
Have you seen anyone matching the description? The Lotus Assassins are getting...
They were very vague and wouldn't answer my questions.
Does it matter? Death's Hand himself seeks this one. Just question everyone. This person apparently caused a lot of... Here, what about this one? At least it's a man, like they said. You, identify yourself.
By order of the Emperor and the Lotus Assassins.
We are questioning everyone who has arrived in the city recently.
I don't know. He is tattooed in a similar way. The clothes could be this...
We could hold him anyway. It's not a good match, but the Lotus Assassins would...
Is there a problem here, Captain? Well, is there?
No, Princess Leanne. We were questioning this traveler by order of the Lotus Assassins.
There is no need to pursue this questioning any further. You may go.
My apologies, Princess, but I was ordered to detain anyone even vaguely matching.
Captain, this man is here on a personal matter of mine that does not concern you. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Princess Leanne.
Then unless you wish to be transferred to the wall, you will leave and continue your search. Well, we meet again. I've watched your progress. It seems I underestimated you, and I have no doubt that you will make as much of an impact. I understand. Our last meeting was under interesting circumstances. You may address me as Princess Leanne, the Heavenly Lily. It is, as you can see, customary to bow in my presence. Somehow I did not expect you to kowtow so quickly. Or maybe I just hoped you wouldn't. I get so tired. That is why I often travel without official escort, and occasionally present myself as someone less bridled. You understand why I don't go into detail here in the street, don't you? With what I have to tell you, I don't want to lose that option. Not here. I trust my personal assistants to keep their tongues, but this matter is bet. I will not speak the location aloud. Take this note. We will meet nearby, but I must have a moment to acquire more fitting attire. I have no doubt. I have questions for you as well. Hopefully, we will both be able to find the answer. Don't be too long. My message concerns your master, and time is very important.
It would not have been proper for her to award it to you herself, but Princess Sun Lian requests that you accept this gift. She looks forward to your next...
What a wondrous flyer you have. You don't see any of that design about the city. Allow me to officially welcome you to the Imperial City. I am Bai, the Outcrier, and I am here to direct. It would be an honor to say that I aided someone who was greeted by Princess Sun Lian herself. I know many... I'm sorry, I can't say I know anyone by that name. Maybe you can look up at the Black Leopard School. Speak with... Are you mad? No one simply speaks with Death's Hand. No, you do not speak with Death's Hand. And even... I know you're new to the Imperial City, but the Lotus Assassins are everywhere. They do... There's almost always something happening in the city. There's Captain San, of course, standing guard at the gates out of the city. Word has it the captain has some bounties. Rich rewards for those who can track down some wanted. You must know about the Imperial Arena. Kui, the promoter, is always looking for skilled fighters to participate in his matches. It's this huge building right here. There's word from the Scholars' Garden that some strange outlander has taken up residence there, causing quite the ruckus, as barbarians typically do. There's a rumor floating around that the Black Leopard School has been having some difficulty. The Black Leopard School lies across the waterway and up the grassy... Word has it there's going to be a new play happening sometime soon in the Golden Way district, over at the large pagoda on the left side of the road. It might not be ready to start yet, but it's certainly worth keeping an eye out for. That's all. There are several districts within easy walking distance. This area is the market district, and it is filled with all sorts. If you cross the waterway and turn left, you will soon come to the Gate of the Golden Way, a rich and the Golden Way is connected to both the Scholars' Garden at its far end and the necropolis, though no one would venture into those burial grounds without good reason. If you were wise, you would not look for the Lotus Assassins. They keep their secrets close. I'm a fool for even starting this conversation, but I will. There are rumors of a secret entrance into a fortress the Lotus Assassins call their own. The entrance may be in the necropolis, which is off. If you're smart, you'll go no closer to that place than... The Scholar's Garden is a wonder to behold. It is decorated with rocks taken from the valley. If you have a taste for history, the necropolis is accessible from the Golden Way as well. A city... Was there something else you... Up.
The Imperial City. I'd always heard how impressive it was. The stories didn't do it justice. This is all so much to absorb. I don't mean to distract you. I just wanted someone familiar around me for a moment, if only to reassure me that we are still in the... I have long dreamed of reaching the Imperial City, but now that I have, under these But that's what is bothering me. We can't be a long way from home because I can no longer say that what I see is strange or foreign, because I have lost what I would have compared it to. I am the... like that. To know you will be there no matter what. I've never had that stability. As a child, I was marked by ill omens, apparently named for them. The people in Two Rivers. I was watched, studied. If someone's ox died within a season of me bumping my head, how do you deal with being able to sense the spirit world? I cannot change who I am, I know. Perhaps I just have to let all of that... But I do feel that you have given me a strength I did not have before. We should continue this discussion later. I have much to think about, and our work here is only... The Imperial City.
I trust your plans go well, despite the dangers you face in it. That is an old wound. My departure from the Lotus Assassins was not gentle for either.
Lin was not among them. He would have died if he was. I was labeled as another death. More blood spilled. Such a waste for a hatred.
Regret. I have no regret for killing anyone who challenged me of their own will. Death is a measurable cost of your actions. Strength is the way of things, and death is the end. Or should be. Some do not respect either. They haven't... There is a place for the enforcer. The man or woman who brings death to those who have earned or otherwise deserve it. I consider that to be an honest call. I did some harsh things while with the Lotus Assassins, but they no longer follow a path I recognize. They are a mirror of Death's hand. You will see as you get close to him. He draws out the worst in everyone and displays it for all. You have no concept of the devotion of his followers. For now, you should continue your search for a means to reach the palace. Goodbye.
I can't believe my luck. I arrive home after being lost, only to find that my wife has gone. I am very happy indeed. Instead of dying upon my return home... You're beginning to sound like my wife. Where were you last night? Why were you talking to that woman? Why do you smell like a goat? As I mentioned earlier, after becoming tournament champion for the second time, I was forced to marry my sponsor's nubile niece. My disapproving dove did not care for my drinking, or for my friends, or my fighting, or my friends fighting. At first I ignored her rebukes and continued fighting, but I soon learned that she was not a woman to be crossed. Prior to one fight, my duplicitous Daisy drugged my wine. I don't remember much of what happened next, which is fortunate. I spent the next several months under the tender ministrations of my doting wife. Needless to say, as to why I became a bondmaster, well, it's a hard, thankless job that keeps me not...
Always happy to help. What do you need? I haven't been to the Imperial City in a while. I traveled here some time ago. I've come full circle, and I think it's time to let go of the past and look forward. We have exciting things ahead. There's no point in living in the past either. In my heart, I know my daughter rests as easily as any spirit now. If I could go back, I don't know if I would. I'm a different man now, and while I treasure the past, I look forward to the... Besides seeing what trouble you get yourself into next, I'm excited to be back in the city. It feels like we're one step closer to our goal. You brought us to this point after all. Who else could have gathered this crew or found such a quick way out of Tien? How How do you manage that kind of humility? Some sort of special training? It's good to see you still have a sense of humor. Some people mistake dry and boring for humble. Regardless, we have an empire to shake up. Let's go see how much trouble we can cause.
What? Too much talking and thinking can be dangerous, I should know. I remember one cold... I was supposed to make sure the pests stayed out of the sacred pools. When hunting rats, I convinced the monks to give me some of their sacred wine, and I filled the sacred pools. Nothing happened at first, so I helped myself to the wine. I passed out before the rats came. In the middle of the night, I was woken up by screaming. It was just the rats. The poor furry buggers were just trying to get warm near the monks' fires after their swim in the wine. The monks wanted me gone. I might have deserved the blame, but the abbot insisted it was a sign from the gods and closed the monastery. What a...
Well, well, is the Imperial... I've given some thought to the strange device that I was inspired to construct. Just a few tweaks. Tight fit. There we go. It's ready. Now we can finally find out just what it does. After I name it. Oh, where'd the city go? Well, that was anticlimactic. A flash of light, but no resounding boom. What good is such a light if Earth doesn't meet sky? What? Oh my. It seems we have transported to a heaven. A strangely familiar one for some reason, but I don't recall ever moving to such a place before.
It is strangely beautiful.
Good idea. Something about this place makes me want to explore too. I am compelled to step this way.
Watch where he goes. We'll need him to get out of here.
Look at this. It's a marvel. A wonder of monumental proportions. A phenomenal piece of unbelievable craftsmanship. haven't the slightest idea. But it must be important, wouldn't you think? I mean, just look at it. These machines, they are manipulators, fabricators. They bully energy into something. I can only come to one conclusion. Lord Lau's furnace.
Kang, you are speaking nonsense. Lord Lao is a legend, an artificer of the celestial bureaucracy.
Legendary, mythical, and overrated in some respects, but if anyone else has a better origin for such machines as this, artificer to the celestial bureaucracy, he creates machines that themselves also create, although I'd make them a little less delicate had I his resources. Still, he is an inspirational figure for inventors, and we are in his playhouse. You select the machines you want to activate, and then the tiger or the dragon button, like this. Don't worry. The individual machines are not activated. I think the switches must be thrown on at least 2. You also have to select a fuel. It looks like there are a few pieces of cinnabar in the contraption, but it may accept... Well, judging by the pile of ashes I found near the controls, if you do it wrong, it either creates a nice warm fire. It looks like a powerful thing, so just guessing at the possible configurations will... So, you might want to be careful how you go about it. Things like this usually have directions. No, recipes. Very true. Perhaps you should give them a try. They didn't mean much before, but now... Well, given the rather fantastic nature of the furnace, I would bet that whoever has them doesn't really know what they are for. You found one previously in an unrelated endeavor. I'm afraid that is just the kind of continued Turn on the individual components, at least 2 of them. Place the fuel of your choice in the hopper, and then press either the tiger or the dragon. Before you do all that, you should make sure you know what configuration you want. Otherwise...
Жестко. Ну что, будем пробовать и шо, бля? Ой. А, погоди, блин, я походу не то сделал. Я, походу, ребята, не то сделал. Там, походу, надо... Ну, блять, конечно. О.
Thousand cuts. You can't keep up.
A most intriguing. All right.
Там, короче, типа, надо бы не все включать, а типа что-то одно. Чё-то я затупил, ребят. У вас больше ничего нету? Тут можно типа сбрасывать. Чего, блять? Что за хуйня? Походу что-то не то. Походу что-то, блять, не то. Блять, что-то не понимаю. Так а где ебаная инструкция-то, блин? Этот дятел типа говорил, что мы ее типа прочитали. А я что-то не помню, что мы там что-то прочитали. Ну, эта хрень типа не... Почему она не сбрасывается? Серьезно? Потому что там... потому что там типа сбрасывать нечего. Ага, приходи в сад ученых. Понял.
Quite a stroke of luck. But I wouldn't try that too many times without a configuration if I were you. Who knows what this... That same one? But why not...
Угу. Что-то мы там сделали, да? Там камень какой-то сделали. Где? Камень. Ого. Ого. Этот камень окутывает персонажа ветрами. Каждого атакующего действия этого камня не ограничится по времени. Серьезно? Блять, впечатляет. Вот это можно убрать, кстати. Поставить вот этот камень. Он звучит прикольно. Так, а сюда потом еще вернуться можно будет? Вот интересно. Давайте типа сохранимся, да? Давайте сохранимся и это самое.
Very well. In the meantime, I will try to see if I can learn anything more about this interesting machine.
Все понял, хорошо.
Be on the lookout for the Scourge of the South. It is your duty as citizens of the Empire to report anyone who... Keep an eye out for a bare-chested wild man with hair covering his back and arms. Reports suggest he struggled with
Волосами, говорит, покрыта руки и спина.
This man is very dangerous. Do not try to apprehend the Scourge of the South, but instead report what you've seen to the authorities in...
Well, all these years together, and I never suspected you were the Scourge of the South. I'm sorry. I know it's not funny.
Смешно.
The Scourge of the South has destroyed out of sheer... The Scourge associates with nefarious fox spirits, aiding them in their occupation of our once prestige...
Врата имперского города.
A group of river-faring businessmen have been attacked and forced to flee. Nobody is safe from this criminal.
На имперскую арену я не помню, там то ли надо брать этого вихря, блин, то ли этого подкаблучника, уже не помню кого именно. Вихря вроде бы.
His own master died at his...
Look at this place, so many people. This truly is the heart of the Empire.
Welcome, welcome. Did someone from the Black Leopard School send you? No, I suppose you don't quite look like one of their students. Well, no matter. If you're looking for weapons, I have quite a good... Well, it's the best of its kind in all the Empire, or at least that's what I'm told. Of course, it's seen better days. Having two masters has really hurt the school, if you ask me. Seems the students spend more time bickering than fighting. But what do I know? If it was me, I'd just kick one of the masters out on his ear. I'd like to tell you which one, too, but... Not much to tell, really. When they asked me to work for the school exclusively, I accepted. I'd rather have a steady life making weapons by the bunch than... And every once in a while, I get to make something unique. The masters have some amazing scrolls to... Here you go.
Успеть концентрации. В принципе. Уменьшает концентрацию. Уменьшает концентрацию. Урону по сравнению с этим. Является артефактом, он заменяет менее... Слушайте, давайте пока я этот меч не буду брать, потому что хуй знает. А чё там мой меч? Меч, голова с плеч, дубинец. Поглощает концентрацию противника. Не, я, наверное, тот меч брать не буду. Да, стрёмно. Стрёмно. Блядь, погоди, может быть это вот это, слушай. Сюжетные предметы. Так, блядь, ёбаный рот, в натуре. Вот это вот хрень для... Вот это вот хуйни для этой... Для той кузницы. Плохо пахнущая вода. Угу. С помощью водного колеса, выхлопа трубы. И только кнопка дракона. Вот, это быка. Конфигурация дракона. Пестельни. Так, а вот это я что-то не особо понял. А, то бишь не серная вода, значит типа железо, да, наверное. Горят будут пламя свечи, покуда котел. А боже, там еще типа в стихах. Любишь котел, шестеренки, котел, шестеренки, железо, скорее всего, потому что точно не биозар. Или кого? Подожди, горят, будто пламя свечи. А, это не котел, ребята, это не котел, это, блин, это. Ну там, помните, там две эти хуйни, там проводник, кажется. Да, проводник, шестеренка. А какую кнопку жать? А, дракона, блядь, ну да, понял. Дракона. Типа бы на конфигурация дракона, значит, надо жать на кнопку дракона. Ну это логично, кстати. Это, блядь, логично. Так, конфигурация, ебать. Так, объединенные металлические стороны. Слова. Игр. Его потом горел пламенем. Питается безуар. Угу. Кроме того, шестерни. Ожида. Блять. А вот тут, конечно, что-то, блин, нихуя непонятно. Так, стальная ладонь это что? А, ясно, это типа стиль боевой. А вот с конем что-то вообще нихуя непонятно. Ну, про кнопку тигра я понял. И про бизар я тоже понял. Все, кроме... Подожди, все, кроме шестерней. Все, кроме шестерней, находится в ожидании... активном ожидании, когда тель... То есть что? Может там надо все это прожать, кроме шестерней. Кроме шестерней. Так, я понял про дракона, кажется, да? Да, я понял про дракона. Вроде бы понял про коня. А про быка... Блять, а про быка хуй знает. Сейчас. Я вообще не ушел. Так, что там пишется? Про быка. Плохо пахнущая вода. Ну это, блин, вот этой плохо пахнущей воды у меня, кстати, нету. Водное колесо. Дымоход. Дымоход, все, я понял. Я понял. Осталось только найти этот, блин, вонючую воду. Так, то бишь мы можем сделать вот эту хуйню и, наверное, коня можем сделать. Погнали. Так, стоп. А мы точно сделаем? Так, мы... А, стоп. А, не, погоди. А, там тоже надо это вонючая хрень. Блядь. То бишь мы только можем коня типа сделать? Да? Мы только коня можем сделать. Ну тогда забейте, как говорится, хуй. Потому что мы, блин, я... Да, там, короче, все-таки не железо. Вода там надо будет тоже, вонючая вода. Вонючая, блядь, вода. Так, ладно. Я вроде помню, что вонючая вода там будет по квесту там кому-то даваться, там вроде в школе там этого дебильного леопарда. Если я все правильно помню. Опа. Два именных этих самых. Два именных персонажа.
Excuse me, out of my way. I've got to get these buns to the Scholars Garden. Quick, quick, now move.
I'm very sorry. Please accept my heartfelt apology.
I seem to recall you rather enjoyed my, strut.
Shush now. You'll offend the gods of decency. This poor traveler's likely to think that the Imperial City is full of indecent... Now then, after all the trouble we've caused you, is there any...
Talk. That's all people...
Ha! No time to talk, he says. The only time you're ever quiet is...
We're members of the local traveling circus. I'm a fire eater and Lena is a juggler.
Junda! This buffoon of a man is Junda, and...
Go.
Не, хуйня. Не. Погнали еще поболтаем с этим чувачком, этим охранником. Вот, и на сегодня я, наверное, буду заканчивать. Хотя не, мы сходим типа наверх еще, да, и там и попробуем коня этого, блядь, собрать. Собрать коня. Собрать коня.
If you think you've seen this person, you must report it to the authorities at once.
These bounties won't collect them. Greetings, citizen. Imperial Captain Sen at your service. I was told that there were some new warriors in town looking for work, though admittedly, you don't resemble the ones described to me, but they're several days late. Criminals with lucrative... I need help tracking down a pair of criminals. These two scoundrels have eluded my best efforts, so I'm turning to bounty hunters. It's harder to run when your pursuers are not in a uniform.
I see no problem hunting down criminals, so long as we don't draw too...
I'm searching for an arsonist and a notorious confidence man. Find and eliminate...
Do you people have some sort of... I do enjoy going through this dance with each new contract. I'll add an extra percentage to both bounties and find some way to justify it. A wise decision. The two criminals are Fading Moon and Creative Yukong. Creative Yukong has virtually disappeared, though we may be able to learn something from Lady Rento, the wife of the man Yukong bilked. She's in the Imperial Arena. Yukong fleeced some silver from Lord Rento, a powerful man in the Ministry of Harmony. Yukong is a Lord Rento is away on court business, but his wife informed me that she'd be in the heart of the Empire in the Imperial Arena if we needed her. She knows the details of the theft better than I. Lord Rento was reluctant to discuss them. Yukong could be anywhere or anywhere. Fading Moon is an arsonist. Her first fires were in the poor quarters, but her last one spread to... As I said, she confined them to the poor districts. The gates between here and the poorer districts will be closed for some time while repairs are underway. I know little more than what the Honorable Lotus Assassin presented. Some treason... Not as such. The Lotus Assassins want to do... There is no such thing. If the Lotus Assassins have identified... The Lotus Assassins are never worried. Their control, their protection... I would like to advance, but I'm not angling. I simply accept that the Lotus Assassins are the... Right you are. Remember to keep an eye out for anyone
Прикольно.
Yes, yes, what can I... Yes, I am eager. No, I have not had any new insights. There were a few simple symbols on one of the larger furnace. Certainly.
Так, что он там нам дал за расшифровку? Обитель мертвых, типа в некрополе, что ли? Походу на то. Так, давайте с конем этим разберемся. Включаем все, кроме шестеренок, правильно? Давай попробуем. Давай попробуем. Так, запихнем биозар, включим все, кроме шестеренок. И нажмем на тигра. Так. Так. Угнали все, кроме шестеренок. Проводник. Труба. Колесо. Вот эта хуйня. Не понял. Так, а чё оно типа не нажимается? А. О! Вы получили песню духа и лишились конфигурации коня. Угу.
Excellent! What an amazing machine! Now, if we can find more configurations, just... Very well. In the meantime...
Так, ладно, ребята, давайте тогда... Это погоди, а что мы там взяли? Что мы там взяли? А, стоп, это не тут, это где-то, блядь, техники. Песнь духа, плюс 5 концентрат. Не, стоп, не то. Дух плюс 5. Правильно настроенная печь для лавы. Вы изучили технику песни духа. Эта техника укрепляет дух. Ну, понял. Ну, забавно, забавно.
Yes, yes, what? Yes, yes, No, I have not had any new insights. Yeah, I don't have any other clues to give at the moment. Maybe my head will... Yes, yes, goodbye.
Все, гайс, спасибо большое, что были. За сим все. Сохранимся. Так, по поводу дальше стрима, я, честно говоря, не знаю, ребята. Либо завтра, ну, короче, мне либо завтра, либо послезавтра, вот, в какой-то из этих дней в игре ничего не будет. Когда именно, я не знаю, кто будет решаться уже завтра и послезавтра. Ладно, все, давайте без этой тавтологии. Короче, YouTube, до свидания.